Your relentless pursuit of desires. It's the very thing fueling your anger and anxiety, according to Stoicism. Prepare to question everything you think you want. Discover how detachment, not achievement, unlocks true and unshakable happiness. Stoicism teaches us that anger and frustration often come from wanting things to be different than they are. We get angry when people don't act the way we want them to, or when events don't go our way. But much of what happens is simply outside our control. The key is to understand the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. We have almost total control over our own thoughts, judgments, and actions. We can choose how we respond to situations. We have very limited influence, if any, over other people's behavior, the weather, or past events. Anger arises when we focus on things we can't control and try to force them to be different. For example, getting angry at traffic only makes you more stressed. It doesn't change the traffic. Instead, a Stoic approach involves accepting the traffic and choosing how you'll respond. Maybe listening to a podcast or practicing patience. Detachment in Stoicism doesn't mean you don't care about anything. Rather, it means not being overly attached to outcomes. If you tie your happiness to external things like money or other people's approval, you're setting yourself up for disappointment and anger. Because these external things are outside your control, they can be taken away. By detaching from these desires, you become more resilient to life's inevitable ups and downs. Consider your judgments. Often, our anger comes from judging a situation as bad or unfair. Stoicism encourages us to examine these judgments. Is the situation truly awful, or is it just inconvenient? Can you reframe it in a more objective way? Practice focusing on your internal responses. When you feel anger rising, pause. Ask yourself, what am I thinking about? What judgment am I making? Can I choose a more reasoned, balanced perspective? Cultivating virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance will lead to less anger. Being self-aware, mindful, and principled helps you make better choices in the face of challenges. The more you practice these skills, the easier it becomes to remain calm and composed, even when faced with difficult people or frustrating situations. Remember, this is a lifelong process. There will be times when you slip up and get angry. But each time you catch yourself and choose a different response, you're strengthening your Stoic muscles. This video explored the basics of anger management through Stoicism, but we didn't delve into how societal factors and personal trauma might complicate these practices. Future videos could explore the intersection of Stoicism and mental health, addressing issues like depression and anxiety. What about the issue when you've been angry for far too long and it became part of your personality and your lifestyle? We will have to discuss on this as well. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on Stoic philosophy and practical wisdom.